Hey, I am Muhammad Malik and my group member is Hasib Ali. We want to go present a troubleshooting methodology with some protocols, Ether channel load balancing, dynamic routing protocol, VTP, VLANs and transit configurations is a part of the optimized converged network. Our supervisor Olga Toshtenshan and tutor Muhammad Hassan Rasuls, who's make enable to complete this project. Content: Introduction, Theory, Methodology, Implementation, Conclusions. These are the major part of to complete this project. Introduction: A converged optimized production network could be performed function properly that send and receive files through the internet intra-network between any connected devices. The failing of any equipment in any segment of the network are not working in a converged optimized way. An active network administrators can take action proactively by using the monitoring tools such as NetFlow, Syslog, Splunk, IPSLA, Simple Network Management Protocol version 3 tabs, and can use with some useful commands to show, debug, ping, and transfers with the traceroute with under consideration behavior of the network messages, emergency, alert, criticals, and warning and information. We follow this topology in production network. There is two main parts. One is the provider side and other one is the customer sides. We are focused on the customer sides. Is divided in three parts. Is OSPF backbone area and area 1 and EIGRP. Here in this topology, there are two distributed layer switches. One is access layer switches, switch, and two is the router. And also we have configured the TFTP and syslog servers to monitoring this network, and for it is very helpful to troubleshoot network. And there is existing the 5 VLANs, and one is the office and voice and guest and servers, and the fifth one is the management VLANs. The theory is a main part to cover this project. The network administrator should have the strong background about the concept of the theory. VLAN, access port, trunk port, dynamic trunking protocols, VLAN trunking protocols and its mode, spanning tree protocols like MSTP, PVSTP, rapid spanning tree protocols, and the ether channels must have the background about the ether channels and its the modes as well, and the load balancing must have the good experience about the load balancing. First hope redundant protocols there is like the HSRP, GLBP and VRRP, and DRP is also should have the good concept about the dynamic routing protocol, OSPF, EIGRP, BGP they are using in this their project. Methodology is very important to troubleshoot the networks. We have designed the generic strategy of network troubleshooting, generic strategy of network troubleshooting, top-down approach, bottom-up approach, and divide and conquer approach. We look to the generic strategy of network troubleshooting, how we analyze our problems and fix the problems. First, we define the problems. What is the problems? Then we come to the gather facts from the end user or using some monitoring tools, for example, Syslog and IPSLA and some other tools. After we come the consider possibilities, issues based on the facts which we have analyzed previous steps. Next step is we focus on which method should we use. For example, the top-down methods, bottom-up or concurrent approach. Then we should make the plan how we go further, and how we can complete our task. And the next step is observe our result, so like ping and trace route and some other commands, like we are satisfied that our problem is fixed or not. If it's not fixed, we should go again to the monitoring tools or contact with the end users. If it is fixed, no more symptoms exist, and we finished this troubleshooting process. Top-down approach, we should start this troubleshooting approach from the application layer and to the physical layer. In this approach, if the network is not connected directly, and we should look first, we look at the physical layer, then we look to the data link network layer, and so on. Divide and conquer approach, we divide the problem into two or more sub problems of the same problems related to the network. Finally, to get the solution to sub problems after combine to the given solution to the exact issue and fix it. We have fixed two problems in this project. First is a technician has installed a patch cable on a wrong port in a layer 2 switch for end device connectivity. Second issue, switch port was not active. Configure the wrong VLAN on access port as well as trunk not perform function due to the mismatch native VLAN. We come to the access switch, and we put the command show IP interface brief. The port is down, so we come to know the port is physical down. So if we look to the switch, there is a cable installed on wrong port. We fix the cable on the exact port. Then again we check the show IP interface brief. Then the status was changed. It was administrative down. We know that the port is the administrative down. We put the command no shutdown. It was active. Then we again check the show IP interface. Port was successfully up. The status was up. Now we come to the show VLAN brief. We know that the port was configured the wrong VLAN. So we use the no switch port access VLAN 20, and the right VLAN is 10. We configure this port on the right VLAN. After we check show interface trunk was not configured correctly. There is we getting the message misconfigured VLANs. So we can fix it by using the switch port trunk native VLAN 1. Implementation, the problem 2, we OSPF area 1 not communication with backbone area 0, and the second issue was MSTP configured instead of the rapid pulse VLAN spanning tree. How do we come to know? We use the show spanning tree protocol command, and we know that there is configured MSTP instead of the rapid spanning tree. There should be configured the rapid spanning tree, because in other switch is also using the rapid spanning tree protocol. And we fixed with these commands. No spanning tree protocol mode MSTP, we fix with the spanning tree mode rapid spanning tree. And other problems, we try to ping to the provider edge. There is not the trace route was drop the packet on DSL switch. DSL1 interface 5, we come to know that this interface 5 is down. We go to the DSL switch and we show IP interface brief. We know that the switch is not the interface is not working properly. There is configured a wrong IP. We fix a correct IP with the command IP address. Conclusion: in this project, explain the troubleshooting of production network issue with the different methodological approaches. It's important to diagnose the issue and identify the symptoms of the network problem before going to troubleshoot the network issue. It can reveal the symptoms of the network issue by getting the investigation from end user NetFlow syslog ipsla simple network management protocol version 3 trap, Splunk, and some common communication command like show, ping, traceroute, and debug. Thank you very much. If you have questions, please contact me.